Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids
Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in radio land? Salute to everybody in the chat. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, salute. I see you in the chat. I see Kawan in the chat, SE, Jeff, Josh. I see Josh in the chat. Salute to everybody joining the show in the chat today. If you ain't joining the chat, hey, you missing out on a great chat. Salute to everybody that's joining the show out there in Radio Land. We got a lot to talk about. Also, I got a call from the Miracle Minister Kevin, who is, and he was in the hospital. And he is not going to be able to make the Monday prayer. So if there's a minister out there in Radio Land that want to give a Monday prayer in place of Minister Kevin, that would be much needed. Or we'll just have a quick moment of silence for the Monday prayer. But I'm going to give 2 minutes. If there's a minister out there in Radio Land that wants to give a powerful Monday prayer, once again, I got the text from the Miracle Minister Kevin, and he's in IOCU at Freighter. He's been there since Friday night. He said he might be released sometime this afternoon. Just send up prayers for the Miracle Minister Kevin, because he's going through a lot, still recovering from being shot driving Uber over a year ago, over a year ago. So when we talk about people showing up, people just, irregardless of the circumstances, he was one of those people that have shown up, even though he was injured, for many that I've seen with my own eyes, and continue to do the work that God have called him to do. But right now we're gonna go into just a quick moment of silence. You could play the music. Once again, bow your heads and say a quiet prayer for the Miracle Minister Kevin and the city. Hey. All right. Once again, the Miracle Minister Kevin is down right now. He needs y'all prayers, Truth Nation. He is in IOCU at Frederick Hospital. He's been there since Friday night. He reached out to me late last night to let me know his condition, and I continue to send prayers up for the Miracle Minister Kevin. Once again, not available. This is the first time since his accident that he was in this situation, and he needs our prayers now. The man that comes in and prays for the city every Monday definitely needs our prayers. So once again, we need to be about that action, a call to action to pray for the health of the Miracle Minister Kevin and a speedy recovery. That's what we want, a speedy recovery. But I'll get into the show today. We're going to get into the show. Oh, how much time we got left? We still got 3 minutes. Also, before, you know what? I'll get into the stories in the next segment. But there is something that is happening, and I wanted to talk to you about it. The situation out in Brookfield that's been going on with what they're saying is a black man was found hung on the golf course in Brookfield. And I've chatted with the family. I've had talks with the family. All the family wants is transparency. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that later in the show, probably a little bit in depth. But I'll say this. When we made a post about the Brookfield situation, I think a lot of people, and I'm not talking about black people, I think some of the white comments are very disrespectful in this situation. When it comes to a situation like this, many times it's just best to stay out of it. Many times it's just best to keep your mouth closed because you're trying to look at it from your perception. And can you imagine black Americans, the way we look at somebody being found hung on a golf course in Brookfield? Like, even if it is a suicide, all the family was asking for was transparency. All they wanted to say, okay, show us the proof that he did this. Okay? That's all they was asking for. And you got some people chiming in, oh, we need to let it go and put it aside, or, you know, it's a conspiracy theory. See, this is why I say this. Sometimes people don't know when to shut their mouth. Sometimes people don't know when to sit this one out. Let's say it was a suicide. If the family wants transparency, allow them to have the transparency. That's it. You can't tell me there's no cameras in that area. You can't tell me that he wasn't on camera or something. And if that's what the family wants is transparency, respect that and then allow them to see the transparency of him committing suicide. That's it. Ain't no conspiracy. If he did it, he did it. But if he didn't, then it's a problem. So, and you know how it is when it comes to situations like this, highly intense situations where a black man hanging in Brookfield, that's already triggering. That's already triggering. Okay, so allow the family to see something of evidence of a suicide. That's all. Even if you don't show the public, even if the public doesn't have to see it, but allow the family members to see what happened to their loved one. I know y'all remember this, the recent situation with the guy who hit the police officer with the pistol. Understand what I'm saying? His family was traumatized and they were saying this and that. But once you put the video out there, it stops all of that. The moment you allow the family to see the video or kind of quell the suspicion, it's over with. So until the family gets some transparency or some exact evidence that it could have been a suicide or whatever, Only thing that's going to happen is the imagination is going to take over in this situation. And we should have learned from the last situation with the officer who got hit with the pistol to put the video out here so people can say, okay, let's move on. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to get into the show. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's a big week for Milwaukee College Prep. MCP is a high-performing nonprofit charter network serving more than 2,000 black and brown scholars from K-3 through 8th grade right here in Milwaukee. And the results speak for themselves. MCP scholars are outpacing MPS average in math, ELA growth, attendance, and closing achievement gaps. This Giving Tuesday, keep the momentum going by doing your part by donating to MCP at mkeprep.com/givingtuesday2025. That's mkeprep.com/givingtuesday2025.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, it's the weather is changing, and around this time of the year, that's when I start getting the sniffles. And just the other day, I was not feeling good on the air. I was shocked that I was able to make it through 3 hours without a lot of people in the chat asking me, did I take some cough syrup or something like that? Because I was going crazy on the breaks, just sneezing and everything. So, but I want to get into this next story because when you feel down and you feel like, okay, I'm getting a little cold, sometimes you want to open up a nice can of soup, of chicken noodle soup. And many times that soup is Campbell's. Many times it's Campbell's chicken noodle soup. And now I'm seeing an article that made me raise an eyebrow because a Campbell Soup VP claims that the chicken comes from a 3D printer and is horrible for you. And he also said it's for poor people. We got video. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this, because I thought I was giving my kids something when they got sick. I thought it was something healthy and something that was, something that was going to be powerful to boost their immune system. But that ain't what the VP is saying. Let's listen.
Shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor and Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters, based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant.
They couldn't think for the themselves. I'm like, you dumb
Garza says he felt sick after the rant, deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job, calling the way the canned soup company handled it simply terrible.
They have a motto, like we treat you like family, here at Campbell's, come work for us, we treat our employees like family.
That's enough.
That's not the case.
We get the point, Andrew. The thing is, this is what I don't like. This man works as VP. You know how you rise up through the country, not through the company. How you can rise up through the company to become VP, and this is what he said, that this for poor people. That's what he said, and it's not healthy. I said, OMG, I got a whole case of this at my house where I am, where I live. Campbell Soup. They say the chicken comes from the 3D printer. Andrew, you got some of this?
3D printed meat? No.
You got some Campbell Soup.
In my house? Yeah, for sure.
That's what they said. He said the meat is printed. Remember, I guess this was a while back. We talked about the 3D printed meats that was coming. And we didn't know exactly where they was going to be. And they don't even have to tell you that the chicken was 3D printed. But it's called bioengineered meat. Wow.
Are you going to throw your cans away?
Most definitely. I'm going to switch to another brand.
Great value?
It don't matter what brand. I mean, I guess once you find out the truth, you got to switch it up. Maybe I'll start cutting up a whole chicken and make it organic chicken noodle soup. I don't know.
Chef Tory.
You know what? I could go to YouTube and figure it out. There's a lot of people on YouTube that'll teach you how to make organic chicken soup. But I need y'all to chime into the chat and let me know how y'all feel about this. This VP from Campbell Soup. Telling the truth now. He told the truth. He didn't have to, he works there. He at a high level. If you can't believe what he's saying, don't take my word for it. He said it was horrible. He said it was horrible for you. You know what they say about the curse of the chunky soup, from the football players. Every football player that got to deal with chunky soup got hurt. Maybe they was eating the 3D printed meats. Or was it 3D printed back then? I don't know. I used to wonder, how could meat stay alive in a can on the shelf and still taste, tasty? I mean, maybe I thought it was because they vacuumed all the air. I thought it's because they sealed the air in the can. And it kept, long as it wasn't the air getting in there, it kept it fresh. I don't even think this is a rabbit hole because the VP said it's 3D printed. I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I think this VP told what he felt about a product that was paying his bills. Now, you know how hardcore or hard up you got to be to diss a product that's actually paying your car note. Hey, this is terrible. This is terrible. You know how many food shelters got this to give out? Next time we have one of these food shelters come in, I'm going to read this article. And I want them to tell me, does this change their minds about handing it out? Maybe you take out the little dices of chicken and keep the noodles in the soup. But wouldn't the soup be made from the printed meat? I don't know. Is it a broth? Somebody help me out.
We need Chef Tory to go down there to the soup kitchens with his gourmet chicken noodle soup.
I need to go down there with the gourmet chicken noodle soup and just help everybody out.
Oh, for sure. Big ladle.
Well, hold on. They need to make me VP then. Because if I come up with my own organic flavor, then I need to call Campbell Soup and say, I heard what the VP said. Here go my I got this original recipe with I won't say with the 11 herbs and spices. I'll say with probably 5 herbs and spices or something like that. I'll just make it 5 because I don't want to take away from KFC because that everybody got rumors circulating about that chicken too. But what I'm saying is I just want to make sure that this gets out here because he said it was for poor people. This is in Newsweek. The VP for Campbell Soup mocks poor people in a secret recording. So all y'all that got them SNAP benefits and went down there and got some Campbell Soup. Damn. I'm just saying. That's what he was talking. He was just trying to throw that out there. Josh says, I hope we learned that they can't make money off a healthy body. They capitalize the more we sick. But this is something that you gave to people when they got sick. Kind of like what they said about the ginger. Hey, it was all psychological. No, this ain't no rabbit hole. They said that it was ginger. And a lot of these sodas, the ginger ale, didn't have no ginger in it. Here we go. Andrew think everything is conspiracy. All you got to do is use your chat GPT that the company gave us and look it up. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Today's College Month Spotlight on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth is brought to you by Marquette University, and I am so excited to be joined by sophomore at Marquette, Kennedy Luckett, who is the first Wade Scholarship Award recipient, and she received that award live on the Today Show. Let's get right into it. Why did you choose to become a Marquette Golden Eagle?
I chose to be a Golden Eagle because even when I was applying, the emails they sent me seemed very personable. They really wanted me there. They were even letting me know about like scholarship opportunities. They were letting me know about honors programs, so they let me know about honors and stuff like that. So it just seemed like they really wanted me to be there, and they really wanted to inform me about whatever all they had to offer. And that is very important to me because I didn't want to go to like a super large school. I wanted to be able to connect with my professors, which I've had the opportunity to do. I didn't want to seem too drowned out by everybody else. I wanted to really get the connections that I could be able to use, and Marquette definitely showed me they wanted me there and that they could do that.
Lastly, Kennedy, what would you tell a high school senior who is considering applying to Marquette why they should do it?
I would tell them if you want to come to a school that like genuinely cares about your best interests and is generally trying to make sure you succeed, this is the place to do it. If I personally haven't received like super long wait times whenever I'm trying to ask about something with administration or like admissions or whatever the case may be, if I have like a question to ask them, like I get a response back. And I know a lot of other schools, it takes like forever to even try to get a hold of somebody. So that's personally what I really enjoy about Marquette. If you want to make good connections, have some good friends, especially if you're a person of color, there are places for you there. I know it may seem a little intimidating, but there are, like, I'm in Urban Scholars, so that we have our own space where we can see each other and hang out and meet people who look like us, because community is also very important there, and Urban Scholars definitely does that for me.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers dominate the Vikings 24-6 on Sunday, holding J.J. 9 McCarthy to 87 yards and 2 interceptions. Head coach Matt LaFleur after the game.
All three phases contributed to that win. It's never easy going against a division rival and a team that has beat us twice in a row at Lambeau, so that felt really good. And
Packers are in Detroit on Thanksgiving. Kickoff is at noon. The Milwaukee Bucks are in crucial need of a win as they look to get one against the Trailblazers tonight. Damian Lillard, recently waived from the Milwaukee Bucks, returned to the Blazers this offseason. Tip-off is tonight at 7. Badger football defeated number 21 ranked Illinois on Saturday 27-10 in their final home game of the season. Their final regular season game is up in Minnesota for the Battle of the Axe. Kickoff is Saturday at 2:30. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Joining me for the Pop Culture Report, GP in studio, Truth Nation Insider. Hey,
what it
Packers,
do?
Green Bay all the way.
They rolling. We got a win streak going, more or less, 2 games straight now.
Skulls, get out of town.
Oh man, and it was a beautiful showing by the defense. Again, Rashawn Gary had a great day.
I hate the Vikings.
You hate them with a passion?
Yeah, my son became a Viking fan. We was living in Minnesota, and Brett Favre was the quarterback, and after, he got excited about the Vikings, then Adrian Peterson signed his football. It was over. It was over.
He got legit reasons, but he would have to eat at the side table on Thanksgiving.
That's what I told him. I said, look, it's time for you to come back home. All this nonsense got to stop.
Yeah, tell him get right. It ain't looking too good over there.
You got to go down. I got to take him to the water. I got to dip him down in the water
and refresh him, revive him.
Yep. Cleanses.
He said, "I got to baptize him in green and gold."
Hey,
man. No, it was a good game. Again, the first half of the game was kind of lackluster. The pass rush, or not the pass rush, but the offensive line, which has been a huge problem all year. It obviously played itself out. Jordan Love was throwing off his back foot almost the entirety of the game, but he had a couple completions to Wicks. He had a couple, completions to Watson, who was the leading receiver yesterday. Obviously, I believe he had 5 catches for 45 yards. Right. But the hero yesterday was Emmanuel Wilson. Again, we wondered what the offense. We wondered what the offense would look like without Josh Jacobs because it features him a lot. They use him in the passing game. He's a great blocker, also a great runner in between the tackles. And so, again, Wilson, 28 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Well, Minnesota was a blitz-heavy defense. In order to beat the blitz, you got to run straight at it.
Absolutely.
And I think that they just ran straight at it, up the gut, up the middle, gridiron running game, nothing fancy. And you can blitz all you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're going to have 100 yards rushing.
Exactly. They're not going to get home. No, and it's awesome to see. Again, this is a team that is making great use of spare parts. And I don't mean to discredit any of the, offensive weapons that the Packers do have, but you don't have your leading receiver, again, in, Kraft. You don't have, your number one receiver, essentially, Reed. But Dobbs is out there making plays. Watson is back from injury. They also have Wicks. They have Wilson. So they're making the best of what they have, and they're eking out wins that they're supposed to have. Again,
and the defense looked really good in the second half. I mean, they looked good. There was a bend, don't break in the first half. But when they came out in the second half, I think they only allowed,
not even maybe 30 yards. I don't even think the Vikings probably had less than 40 or 50 yards of offense in the entire, second half.
Right.
And again, they ran the ball remarkably well in the first half, but the pass rush got home a lot. There was almost 2 or 3 plays where they almost had a safety. The Vikings were essentially, pinned on their own side of the field for the entirety of the second half. And the defense, again, stepped up. They got a couple clutch interceptions. They forced a fumble as well that they recovered. And so they kept J.J. McCarthy uncomfortable the entire game. And so, again, it's what we've known this team to be. They're resilient. They eke out the wins that they're supposed to, when they need to. When everything is working well for them, they can
and we
beat
needed
anybody.
to win this game because the Vikings suck. And I think that the Packers couldn't take a loss right now with the Vikings because you got Chicago.
Who was, they're on the
Cardiac Bears.
And it's crazy. They
pulling it out at the end right now.
No, they keep finding ways to beat people. And again, they're another resilient team. I don't really have words to describe what they are, but again, they've had a couple last-second wins, couple last-second field goals as well. It seems like Caleb Williams is coming into his own. He understands what he has and the talent that they have.
They trying to say Caleb Williams is playing better than J. Love,
and it kind of
that's what they trying to say. But I think that right now, when you look at the Bears, this is a surprise.
You think it's a surprise?
Yeah, I mean, nobody thought the Bears was going to be 8-3. If you'd have told me the Bears would have been 8-3, I'd have laughed in your face.
The schedule's a little light for them, though. I think they've benefited from the schedule being a little light. Again, their last loss essentially was versus the Ravens, and save for, a couple of last-second touchdowns or late touchdowns in that game, they were in that game for the majority of it. But obviously Cincinnati, the Giants, they beat Minnesota and Pittsburgh, who was without their starting quarterback. So they're finding ways to get out of there. Again, they've beat Cincinnati by 5. They beat the Giants by 4. They won by 2 against Minnesota, and they beat Pittsburgh by 3. So this is a team that is closing out games. They're not worried about necessarily playing from behind or blowing leads. You have a rookie head coach. You essentially still have a rookie, quarterback who's in, I believe, his 3rd or 2nd season now. And they're trying to figure out how they want to manage throughout the division. And the Lions, again, finding their stride offensively as well. So the Packers may be peaking.
Lions at the top of the division right now.
Right. No, I believe it might be a tie right now.
No, because Green Bay got the draw.
You're right.
Green Bay got the draw.
You're right. But we'll see. Thank you, Andrew, for clearing that up as well. But again, we talked about how worried we were going into the divisional portion of the schedule, and they've essentially aced their first test. Again, they beat the Vikings at home, which was a layup. It was an early noon game, and you were wondering, again, how they would respond after not necessarily struggling versus the Giants, but that game was much closer than most people would have anticipated. And so we get a primetime showdown, Thanksgiving noon kickoff against the Lions at Ford Field.
Here we go.
And so, again, this is essentially like them taking the SAT all over again. Are they going to pass? How are they going to grade themselves?
At least it's going to be a good matchup this year. Both teams are fighting for the top of the division. A great game. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, it's great. It's good that this game will have some type of significance. Obviously, again, they beat them earlier in the year, so the Lions kind of have that scar on their back. And the Lions obviously have had an egg on their face. I believe they had a bad loss a couple weeks ago as well. So everybody's jockeying for position. Nobody's necessarily out of it yet besides the Vikings. And so if the Packers are able to, again, eke out a win against the Lions and they beat the Bears at home, and they have that, obviously, that last kind of matchup with the Bears on the road, too, as well with another Vikings, matchup late in the season, they're poised to still win the division and potentially put themselves in position for a top 3, if not top 4 seed, and host a playoff game, which is obviously the goal right now going forward for this team.
Well, I want to move on to another game that I was keeping my eye on. Shador Sanders.
You can throw it up. You can
had
throw
his
it.
first start.
Yeah, we can throw it up.
Had his first start.
He looked good.
Oh, my goodness. Against the Las Vegas Raiders. Powerful display of calmness in spite of the situation that's going on in Cleveland.
Right. I think the biggest thing here is a lot of people got on him for how he handled the pre-draft process, how he interviewed with teams like the Giants, with the Steelers, because people did not like the kind of energy,
the supreme confidence,
and the circus that kind of comes with it.
They don't want a brother to have supreme confidence. Don't they tell you to be believe in yourself?
Absolutely, be.
But
who
when you really believe in yourself and overbelieve and overachieve like Shador did, only quarterback that I've seen that play for HBCU, go to Colorado, put both teams in bowl position, and then came into the league as somebody that was highly watched. The NFL draft wouldn't have been as exciting after day one unless Shador was being held over to the fifth round. If he hadn't been held over to the fifth round, people would have started going to sleep after that. But at the end of the day, look what they did to him in Cleveland. It's like, and I'm just going to say this, it's like watching a slave getting whipped. That's what it looked like. Yeah, it do. Because why wouldn't you give him any reps with the first team?
Yeah.
You would think that even when they moved him to QB2, that they would give him reps to prepare him. They did not.
Yeah, it's tough. Again,
okay, that's what I'm saying.
Again, being a former football player, the last thing that you really want on your team is a quarterback controversy. And again, going through the draft process, obviously they have not had a stable quarterback room for, probably I want to say a decade, if not 15 years or so, even longer, kind of back into the 90s. And so they were very worried about him coming over and being not necessarily a martyr, I don't want to say, but his energy, his braggadocious
you want
confidence.
Your quarterback to be like that. All right. What was the Jets quarterback that said he Joe Namath?
Right.
Okay, he said
he was coming in wearing minks and all that.
Come on now. All right, stop it. Stop this.
You got it.
All right, stop this. All I'm saying is you want your quarterback to be that dude.
That is true.
Timothy. You want that. Okay, when it's real, when you really believe it, then you see the pushback. All I'm saying is he came out, he was composed, he was relaxed. They did not allow him to get into the red zone. Okay? Then they punt. They punt the ball at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, so nobody cleared the under. Yeah, we know how that goes.
Okay, the Cleveland Browns is really exposing a lot of different things right now.
Yeah, no, I think, again, it's good to see.
And I think they got some. I mean, why wouldn't they want the over? If they kick the field goal, they meet the over. Okay, so what I'm saying is I've never seen nobody punt the ball on the 29-yard line my whole life.
I have seen it before. But again, in college, the spread don't.
No, I'm talking about in the NFL.
I've never seen that. I'm not gonna lie.
In the NFL,
I've seen sky punts, but I've never seen anybody punt that close to what
why wouldn't you take the chip shot, go up by 3 scores,
and just kick it off again and then play some defense?
Okay,
which the defense was remarkable yesterday. But no, again, it was great to see how he looked with a full week's practice again with all of the starters and all of the ones and. The numbers reflect, again, the consistency and the skill that he kind of had. He only threw 20 passes, and he still threw for 200 yards. And that's save for, again, they had a really bad turnover. I believe he threw like a 40-yard, 50-yard pass to Jerry Jeudy, and he was trying to do too much, trying to make a play, and they had that fumble, which kind of flipped the field. But he should have had at least 2 or 3 long passing touchdowns. There was another one he completed to, I believe, Dylan Sampson, I believe it was a 50-yard like screen pass. He kept it super simple. It was a crisp game plan, and they used their running back to keep, take the pressure off of him. And I think the best part for me again is seeing the outpouring of support. Again, Cameron was there, Matt Barnes was there. I believe Stephen Jackson was there in the suite as well as his father. And it's good to see again other young or not young black athletes, but black athletes that have gone through some of the media kind of scrutiny that he has.
I've never seen an athlete getting treated like Shador.
No, and again, it's
coming into the league. Going through what he went through, not even had a week of practice with the first team.
Yeah.
And won.
And if it's looking like this, it's going to be Chris for the rest of the season.
Okay.
Again, he's playing with house money now, so he can take
Stefanski is trash.
Yeah, he might be coaching college.
Come on now. It's no way to explain what's going on in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, I know as analysts, people try to, kind of look at both sides or whatever. How do some of these grown men hate on a young man that's trying to be the greatest version of himself?
It's just tough. Again, when you see people in the media kind of hating, these are people that wanted to do it their own way, but it didn't work for them. They didn't have the success that he could potentially have, whether it be prior to, going to the NFL or in college in general. And so, again, the Cleveland Browns are 3-8. They're out of the playoff race effectively, but it's going to be good to see him get out there and grow. He gets these live reps. He gets to play some very good teams along the way. And again, they can only paint the story so much further. Kevin Stefanski either is going to have to accept the talent that's there and build it to save his job, or he'll be right out the door.
Do Shedeur start next game for the Cleveland Browns?
They announced it 2 hours ago. He's listed as the starter going in the 49ers. So
okay, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody in the chat says Johnny Manziel is an example of too cocky. Shedeur Sanders played way better than Manziel.
That's a stretch. Manziel had some of the best college years.
Here we go.
That's a stretch.
Here we go. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with GP. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ talk and text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause.
It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge, coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com.
The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction released this year's school report card, and Milwaukee College Prep is shining bright. All 4 MCP campuses outpaced the NPS average in math and ELA growth, attendance, and closing achievement gaps. MCP is a high-performing nonprofit charter network serving more than 2,000 Black and Brown scholars from K-3 through 8th grade. This Giving Tuesday, December 2nd, help keep this great work going by giving the gift of education at mkeprep.com/Giving Tuesday 2025.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Joining me for the Pop Culture Report, GP.
What it do?
In studio. What else is going on out here in these pop culture streets?
So there was kind of a clip that I stumbled upon last week. Obviously, people during the holiday season, you tend to travel. And obviously, one of the things that you use the most to travel would be an airplane. And so Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, they basically launched a new campaign last Wednesday in what he calls the golden age of travel starts with you. And so it kind of has the Frank Sinatra come fly with me kind of thing in the background. And so in it, He basically asked, are you dressing with respect? Are you keeping control of your children? Bringing civility back, I think, enhances the travel experience for everybody, Duffy said in a Fox News business appearance, adding, let's maybe go back to an era where we didn't wear our pajamas to the airport.
The gray sweatpants.
Basically. And so Andrew has the clip, and so we'll let y'all.
And the booty shorts.
We'll let y'all take a listen.
People dress up like they're going to bed when they fly. You know, I see people getting on airplanes, and they're having a hard time taking their luggage and getting in the oversized or the above bin. Help people out, be nice, be courteous. And so we want to push people as we come into a really busy travel season. Help people out, be in a good mood, dress up, bring civility back to travel. And I think everyone's experience is going to be that much better. People dress up like they're going to bed.
Bring civility back to travel.
Sounds a little targeted if you ask me.
Sound like one of them club dress codes that when they don't want black people to come.
Yeah, no ripped jeans,
right.
No none of that, no ripped hoodies and stuff like that. I've never understood, again, why we want to police people so much. As long as it's in good taste, why can't I travel in what I want to travel to? I've never thought of putting on a 3-piece suit and some church shoes to go fly to Miami and go play in the sand. I don't understand why they're trying to regulate or why they're worried so much about it. There's so many other problems within flying that need to be fixed. Again, TSA being super aggressive, some of the things that you can't carry on planes or the amount of stuff that you can't carry on planes. I know a lot of things are done for our safety post 9/11 and stuff like that, obviously, but it feels like it's targeting one specific group of people who end up traveling more often than not.
With the bonnets and stuff.
Yeah, in comfort, in your slides and your bonnets and your hoodies and whatever.
With the Yeezys on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've never understood that way. I
mean, when you fly on a plane, you're going to go to sleep depending on, you know, the hour, how many hours the flight is. So I've seen a lot of people. I knew it was going to be a situation where people are going to dress down because then they started buying those things that go around your neck.
The neck pillows.
Those neck pillows. So they can go to sleep. I mean, why would you wear a suit, you know, if you're not going to really go anywhere once you land? So you want to get to the room. You want to, you know, take a shower and then get dressed up. You don't want to dress up and go and then maybe you have to, you know, redress up again. I mean, no. I mean, you can't stop it.
No, it's ridiculous. Again, and he keeps talking about kind of civility again. People are selfish when they travel. Again, everybody is coming from a different place, going somewhere else to have whatever experience or whatever memory that they kind of want. A lot of people are stressed out by the, you know, kind of travel kind of feeling. You getting up early, you got to get there, make sure everything's on time, whether there's a delay and stuff like that or not.
Don't count the time change.
Oh, and then you got to adjust it.
You got jet lag.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't understand it. Again, one thing that I really need to kind of, I guess, or I get off my chest at least, like kind of when flying again, like I talked about it with Andrew as well. The whole process of getting through TSA now is actually ridiculous. Again, with having to take off your shoes and everything like that or whatever, and some of kind of the unnecessary or random searches and stuff like that. I've been searched a lot of times going through TSA. And I'm in my comfy sweatpants, kind of just chilling out, or my you know.
You had the gray sweatpants on.
Yeah, chilling out, but something might flash out on the little screen or something.
Oh wow!
I gotta go, you know, go through a little pat down or whatever like that. I almost got in trouble one time. It'd be like that though. I almost got in trouble one time. I'm headed through TSA or whatever, kind of checking everything in. I got my little sweatsuit on and I'm comfy, and you know how they kind of pull you to the side and they ask you if you want to do the search in private or if you want to kind of do it in public. And so obviously I had been searched a couple of times, so I'm kind of used to the protocol or whatever, right? But I'm going through it. And I, you know, tend to giggle because they get into some spots that I don't really want nobody to get into. And so the TSA agent got into a beef with me because he's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, are you going to do your job or not?
Did they make you squat and cough or something?
Nah, nothing like that.
Oh, wow.
I hope not. I would have ran for the hills. But it's crazy that people have to go through stuff like that. People dress comfortably because you have to go through scenarios like that. Again, I couldn't imagine someone walking around in high heels and a dress or walking around in a 3-piece suit, having to go through all of the things that you have to go through.
Maybe you wouldn't have to do that if you look like that.
Maybe they wouldn't harass you as much. Maybe they give you TSA pre-check just off the rip.
Maybe you wear a tie, 3-piece suit. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They might let you clear.
You ever seen anybody in a 3-piece suit on Spirit? I think not.
Oh, wow. Didn't they say it was like some roaches on Spirit?
It's all kinds of stuff on Spirit. Spirit will charge you $150 for a checked-in bag if you don't make weight. They get people. And so, again, a lot of these airlines are shoddy in the first place. It starts with the airlines. I think people fly in comfort and choose to kind of, I don't want to say minimize the process, but they choose to be in comfort because they know of all the, you know, kind of BS that they might have to deal with while they're in the airport. I just want to get comfortable. I want to get through the gate, and I want to get to where I'm going so I don't have to deal with y'all until the end of my trip. That's the last thing that I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about being civil on an airline.
Well, like I said, here we go.
It be like that sometimes.
People gonna get targeted. It seemed like they putting up a little, flag for a dress code. A lot of people might be missing some flights.
Yeah, it looking like it. I mean, I remember they had the story about the woman who got pulled off of the flight. I think she showed up in biker shorts and a bonnet. And I think
she was out there.
I mean, she was wilding out, but
she was wilding out with the outfit.
But case in point, how much?
But who is to tell somebody what to wear?
You can't put on. I think if it's in good, you know what's tasteful and what's not.
just saying, you can't be out in public looking like. I guess. I would say that, but now they got the naked bike rides out here, so I don't know what they doing no more in public. They can let the people do that naked bike ride. Who am I to tell somebody?
I think
what to wear. I'm just saying.
Nah, people know what's in good taste or not. I think if you're gonna fly, you shouldn't have toes out, cheeks out, no cleavage, no nothing. It shouldn't be no sagging, especially on the men's side of things. You know what is deemed appropriate and what is not. I think people have to kind of make those choices for themselves, but I don't think it needs to go as far as, again, 3-piece suit and Sunday best. If you're traveling, be within reason. I think that's the main thing that he's kind of trying to push there. But that there's a whole campaign kind of going on for this, and that there's a tease again from the government, them being involved in kind of flight regulation. It's weird to me. It's kind of beyond me. But
hey, well, I'll say this: I don't fly that much. I'd rather drive. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking about taking some flights, catching some flights in 2026. I'm thinking about getting outside. I mean, I'm finna use all my vacation time next year. I mean, I think this year I kind of pieced it together. But hey, it's time to get outside. 2026.
You talking about the beach, the islands?
I'm trying to go.
You going to Miami?
I'm trying to go to the cruises. I'm trying to see.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what's out here, because I think for a long time I just purely advocated.
Yeah, it's overdue.
And it's overdue. Yeah, I got to make up. I got some makeup time.
I think they'll love you in Jamaica, right?
Hey,
there.
and I'm gonna try to do like a trip for Truth Nation. I'm trying to get a trip like how they do at 620. And they hosts get to go on trips with their fans.
I'm not mad at that.
So I'm gonna try to do a trip with the fans of Truth Nation. We can get out hopefully this coming up year.
We going on a 101.7 Truth cruise?
We can do the cruise too. I mean, a lot of people like doing the cruise, but I want to go on the trip. I want to go out there. We can do the cruise on Lake Michigan. A boat cruise, like a little.
I'm trying to be in Cuba, Haiti.
Boat. Yeah, okay. You talking about going out there like drop?
Yeah, I'm trying to
gotta
drink out
the plane.
coconut.
You got to get on the plane to Florida to get on the cruise.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get right off the dock. I need the lei on me. I need pina colada, daiquiri, Bahama Mama. I need that kind of.
That's
energy.
what I'm talking. Well, I'm talking about. I was just talking about like just a planned trip for just once a year. We all go on a trip together.
I'm down. We just got to make sure Andrew bring the sunscreen.
Okay.
And then we'd be all right.
Hold on. It's almost the end of November. Who winning the weight loss challenge?
Listen, man. I
talk to him, Tory.
I think it's a pick 'em right now. I think if I was a bet, man, it's like -110, -110. You ask Andrew.
You playing like the Cleveland Browns right now.
Yeah, I'm playing with house money.
Yeah, you ain't.
I'm just here for a good time. We tanking. I'm just here to.
You taking the weight loss challenge? You taking it?
No, I'm not tanking, but like I'm on the
$100 on the line.
It's kind of like the seafood.
You don't need $100.
I'm on the seafood eat food diet.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how I feel. If I want a seafood bowl, I'm gonna eat it. If I want some wings, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna get in the gym. Don't get me wrong, but
here we go.
I don't feel too much pressure. I feel good about my chances. Again, I'm just glad that Andrew was inspired enough to work out and take this challenge with me.
Mamba mentality, Tory.
Cheers
I wasn't
to
gonna
him.
lose.
Cheers.
So you
That's
said
crazy.
Y'all got together and tricked Andrew into working out.
Basically.
Wow.
Me and the dude kind of set it up. He don't know that though.
Oh wow. Well, look,
we watched you play defense in that celebrity game.
Oh wow.
That's a low blow. I'm back next year and better. I promise you.
Raymond Felton.
Here we go.
I'm gonna cut 30 pounds and I'm gonna drop 30 next year.
Hey, all right. Well, thank you for coming through, GP.
As always, I appreciate it.
Hey, look, True Nation. When we come back, we got guests. Stay locked in.
Coming with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you. And then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Milwaukee Public Schools wants to improve literacy rates this year, but plans to improve reading have been hard for students and teachers. MPS Board of Directors like Christopher Fawn says a current literacy plan isn't working for students.
Students are having to engage the same piece of literature 2-3 times.
MPS Academic Superintendent of Literacy, Dr. Gabriela Bell Jimenez, says adjustments are being made with the district's Science of Reading program.
I recognize that it is tiresome for kiddos to be able to do that, and because of that, we're really excited to have access to version 3 so that we don't have to engage in those types of practices.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is taking action against Northwestern Mutual. The case centers on a 2020 promotion that the employee, Mark McNulty, says he was denied because the company prioritized diversity efforts. Milwaukee Business Journal reporter Rich Kirchin.
Northwestern Mutual has been one of the large employers in the Milwaukee area that has had a pretty strong commitment to DEI. He had applied for a promotion and felt that he was passed over because of the fact that he was a white male, and the company was emphasizing promoting and hiring racial minorities.
Northwestern Mutual denies its DEI programs are discriminatory. The search is over for missing Slenderman attacker Morgan Geyser. Madison police say Geyser was arrested in Illinois. She went missing Saturday night after cutting off her GPS monitoring bracelet and walking away from her group home with an adult acquaintance. Her attorney, Anthony Cotton.
We don't know any of the facts about what happened or who might have assisted her.
Geyser was placed in the group home just a few months ago after being granted conditional release from Winnebago Mental Health Institute. She and Anissa Wire nearly stabbed their classmate Peyton Leutner to death to appease the fictional character Slenderman in 2014. Police in Posen, Illinois confirmed that Geyser was found at a truck stop with a 42-year-old man. The man was charged with criminal trespassing and obstructing identification. He has since been released from custody. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. Yeah, it's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got guests. We got Myra Edwards and Rachel Zelinsky from MPS Foundation Scholarship in studio. How y'all doing?
Great. Thank you for having us.
Look,
Well, thank you.
I'm excited to have y'all in here because we talking scholarships, we talking powerful resources for seniors and many first generation college goers.
That's right.
This is amazing. Now, how long has the MPS Foundation been around?
Since 1998, and it was reestablished in 2016 after having not had a lot of activity in some years between then. And so we'd like to think we're approaching our 10th year of reestablishment.
And Rachel, what is your involvement with the MPS Foundation?
So I'm our special events and engagement coordinator. So I run all of our special events as well as our scholarship program.
Now, MPS Foundation gave out $150,000 in scholarships to 32 students last year. Why is it important to have these scholarships for students, many times first-generation students of color?
Yes. So this is a great opportunity for students who maybe are underprivileged or don't have the resources to go to college. This allows them to have the financial support that they might need. And for those students that have never navigated college before, we are here to support them through all walks of that. So whether it's applying for the scholarship itself, there's also resources within MPS to help them apply for colleges and different resources like that.
This question is for Myra Edwards. Can you explain how high school seniors go about applying for MPS Foundation scholarships from start to finish? Like, what is the process that they have to go through to actually be available for those scholarships to be available to them?
Well, I really have to give Rachel credit for helping us build the format and the platform for doing that. Students are brought to our attention by way of their school counselors, and they're usually advised into some of the scholarship opportunities that the foundation holds, and as well as those outside of the MPS Foundation. And so students are directed to us, and what they will find once they apply is that there are criteria for different scholarships on our website. And so you could scroll down alphabetically from top to bottom and find out about all of the scholarship opportunities. They go about applying for those scholarships based on the tech setup, if you will, that we have for each page. And they proceed to provide all the information that's asked for. I think Rachel can give you a better idea of some of the specificity that we ask for on that site.
Yeah, absolutely. So I work closely with the MPS school counselors and let them know when our scholarships are up live on our site. So that will be starting, I believe, beginning of February until March. They get a link to our award spring, which is where all of our scholarships are housed. When they get to award spring, they create an account with their email and a password that is unique to them. They then answer general questions that will match them with each individual scholarship. So like Myra said, each scholarship has its own criteria. It might be minimum or maximum GPA. It might be involvement in extracurricular activities, anything, maybe a certain high school or intended major. But whatever they answer on their general application will then create the applications that are available to them.
The foundation offers more than 20 different scholarships.
We actually, this year, we are probably closer to 30, 35.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And when you talk about having this available, how do we get the word out other than coming on the Tory Lowe Show? And a lot of these kids, when they talk about first-time generation, many times their parents may not have went to college. But like I heard that y'all help walk them through the process as well.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. So we share on our social medias, whether it be our LinkedIn or our Facebook, when we have scholarships live. So right now we actually have a Bucks and Johnson Controls scholarship that is live through December 19th for any MPS high school seniors that will be graduating this May. So check out our social media to stay up to date on when they are live. There are links there that'll take you straight to where you need to apply.
And how do you match? How do you help the student match with the right scholarship?
So it depends on them answering certain questions. So we have a general application that covers, it asks questions like, what's your minimum GPA? What high school are you graduating from? What colleges may you have applied for and got accepted to already? Their answers to those questions will then create a list of scholarships that they're eligible for. So it'll only show them scholarships that they're applicable for and nothing else.
Now, go right ahead, Brian.
I just wanted to answer around some of the things that we coordinate with. So we are not an instrument of MPS, but we are supportive only of MPS. Right. And so there are things that take place, activities that take place for seniors, for graduating seniors through the College and Careers Office of MPS, and we coordinate strongly with that. So they had just recently concluded during HBCU Week the Empower Me Tour, the United Negro College Fund Tour, and we have a presence there.
Okay.
And so that also is a nice touch point for us to make students aware of the scholarship opportunities that are going to be going online in the early part of the year. We also participate with the Bucks, like Rachel mentioned. The Bucks and Johnson Controls, they have a special scholarship opportunity, and they also, as you probably already know, feature HBCUs in one of their designated games.
Yep.
And so we coordinate with that as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. The scholarship review team includes people from schools and nonprofits. How do you make sure that the selection process is fair?
Well, we, again, working with MPS and community members, we make sure that the representation in that review group mirrors the population of the school district, which we know is predominantly children of color. Mm-hmm. And so these are people also that, to some degree, volunteer for that opportunity and have some expertise in kind of reviewing those materials using a rubric that we feel is very fair and credible toward making sure that the right students get the right opportunity.
Okay. How can you understand when we talk about MPS, a lot of things that children, a lot of struggles that children go through? Can you tell us a story about how the scholarship has helped a student achieve their goals?
I actually have on my piece of paper right here a quote from one of our winners last year, who said, "I'm headed to UW-Madison because someone I've never met believed in me, and that's the power of your generosity."
Oh, wow.
I think that just shows how meaningful this is to our students, to have someone in their lives, because they might not have a parent or a guardian that is super supportive of their dreams. Just to know that someone's out there willing to support them and believe in them.
Oh, I'm telling you, you get that scholarship money, and you feel good. You know, you apply for a lot of scholarships. I remember when I was a senior, and some of the students already had an insight. You know, some of the students that was tapped in already had an insight on what to apply for. But I was one of those kids that I needed a counselor.
Yeah.
You know, to help me navigate through all of that.
Yeah.
So that's powerful. That's
we
powerful.
have family history. I do, of my father and my mother being first-generation college students. And my mother in particular she and her sister were first-generation high school graduates. So the history of college attainment goes back far for me. And I personally attended an HBCU that, believe it or not, even with the right support, it's not always easy to make it to that post-secondary opportunity. And so with that lived experience, I think that guides the kind of thinking. And Rachel, I found her to be so like-minded about creating ample opportunities for post-secondary education. And as a team, I think all of us, there are others that are a member of our team, but all of us have the same point of view about what it means to create that opportunity for young people.
Now, the foundation encourages people to donate. How can the community help assist with what y'all got going on?
Well, I think there's always a starting point. There's an interest in helping kids, and so we can advise them into starting their own scholarship fund. And that's primarily what we have at the foundation. We have, I think, over 30, almost 40 scholarship opportunities and growing. And when we find that there's interest in a specific way for a family or an individual to be able to reach back and help MPS kids, we usually suggest that's a really good way to start.
That's powerful. Hey, look, before we run a break, is there anything that y'all want the community to know, how they can get involved, how they can help, or how you can help them? I'm going to give you the last words before we go to break.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks for the opportunity to talk with you today. We really appreciate it. I think awareness is the thing that we want people to come into knowing that the foundation is that apparatus that allows people who think that maybe their means are limited or they don't necessarily have the money to support the district in the way that they would like to, that this is a really good starting point for a small investment, and we can make it, leverage it rather, in a way that really helps a lot of kids. There are many ways to give to the foundation, but making people aware that the foundation is there is what we're about right now. So thank you.
Is there a .com or a place that people can go?
There is. MPSFDN.org.
MPS
FD as in daring.
Okay.
N.org. G-O-R-G.
Well, look, Myra Edwards and Rachel, I appreciate y'all for coming through. This is amazing. You know, scholarships are very powerful in young people's lives. And this is Scholarship Month right here on The Truth. And I appreciate when we can get this information out here to the public so they can use it as so. And once again, amazing work being done. Over $150,000 in scholarships given to students last year. This is what I'm seeing. So that's amazing. So continue to do the great work, and thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity and to be partnered with you on making sure kids have an opportunity beyond MPS.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's a big week for Milwaukee College Prep. MCP is a high-performing nonprofit charter network serving more than 2,000 black and brown scholars from K-3 through 8th grade right here in Milwaukee. And the results speak for themselves. MCP scholars are outpacing MPS average in math, ELA growth, attendance, and closing achievement gaps. This Giving Tuesday, keep the momentum going by doing your part by donating to MCP at mkeprep.com/GivingTuesday2025. That's mkeprep.com/GivingTuesday2025.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Great interview. Anytime we can get information out there about some scholarships, I'm hoping that Truth Nation can get involved. A lot of these kids need them scholarships to go on to the next level when they get out of high school. Once again, the NPS Foundation, they are giving out scholarships. Salute to Myra, Rachel for coming through, having these conversations. But I want to get into this story that I feel that many times we don't think about this. We think about the birth. We get excited about people coming into this world. And then we get sad when people leave this world. But this was an interesting story that I wanted to cover today because I saw this over the weekend, and I want to bring it to the front of Truth Nation to have a conversation about this. There was a pair of twins. They were called the Kessler twins, and they died by joint suicide. They died by joint suicide, which means that they paid for an assistant to help them pass away. Like they chose like the death date. And it's legal. It's legal in states that are, these states are assisted suicide states where it's legal. It's called assisted suicide. And these Kessler twins did this. And I want to run their story. I want to talk about this because I don't know what to think about this. This is something that they decided to do. They wanted to go out together and leave this earth together. They planned it. They made a plan. They paid somebody. And this is legal. In Colorado, California, Delaware, D.C., Hawaii, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. We got the story as we broadcast live. We got some video. Let's listen.
Twin entertainers from back in the day, the Kessler sisters, have died by assisted suicide at 89. Alice and Ellen Kessler were born inside Nazi Germany. In 1952, their family fled, and then the pair became international superstars once they were free. They appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show, represented Germany in the 1959 Eurovision Song Contest, and made history for, get this, being the first female stars to show their legs on screen. That is how long ago this was. During the height of their fame, they were close with the likes of Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, Elvis Presley, Rock Hudson, all the big guns. Now, the duo told an Italian news outlet that they wanted to, quote, leave together on the same day. Now, assisted suicide has been legal in Germany since 2020, as long as the decision is made without outside pressure. And about a year ago, the twins joined an organization in Germany that promotes the practice. They met with a lawyer and a doctor to discuss it before they went through with it. They will reportedly be buried alongside their mother, Elsa, and their dog, Yellow.
All right. Here we go with another topic. I got a question. I mean, some people want to decide the death date. Mo the Elephant already on it. He said, that sounds about rich and white, if you ask me. This is what he said. This is what Mo the Elephant said online. Well, I'll say this. Should a person be able to choose when they leave this earth? And I'm not talking about suicide, because we frown on suicide. I frowned on suicide. I say, why kill yourself? I'm not for that. I remember there was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on with Dr. Gavorkian. Was that Dr. Gavorkian? He was going around assisting people in this. And people was upset with him. Very upset that people were choosing to use him as in a way to assist with ending their life. But I want to know, this is my question of the day. Should people be able to decide, what if they say, okay, I want to leave here 20 years from now on December 25th? Can you, I don't think, it doesn't sound right to me.
Talking about like booking it like a vacation?
Like booking it, like making a date for it. This is what assisted suicide, right? And this is weird because these people were excited to do this. How much did they pay, Andrew?
$69,000 a piece.
$69,000. $69,000. Now, you can't do that in the state of Wisconsin. No, not where we live. You cannot have an assisted suicide in the state of Wisconsin. This is illegal. And if you do it, you're going to get in trouble, and I'm going to come and get you. You're going to get in trouble by Tory Law. You're going to be in trouble. But I'm seeing these weird trends now, and this is something that made me raise an eyebrow because I started doing my research, and states where assisted suicide is legal is California, Colorado, Delaware, D.C., Hawaii, Maine, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. That to me it just makes me raise an eyebrow that these states says, okay, you know what? You can pick the time you want to leave this earth. But we was brought up to, like, if we passed away, it was in God's hands. Man trying to control what God, trying to control the time you leave here. What do y'all think about this? I got a poll in here. I want to do a quick check in the polls. We got the poll as we broadcast live on YouTube, Tory Lowe Show. Do you think people should be able to choose when they leave this earth? Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
You make time for everyone else. Family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
Today's College Month Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is brought to you by Marquette University, and I am so excited to be joined by sophomore at Marquette, Kennedy Luckett, who is the first Wade Scholarship Award recipient, and she received that award live on the Today Show. Kennedy, thanks for joining us here today. How you doing?
I'm doing really good.
That is fantastic. Let's get right into it. Why did you choose to become a Marquette Golden Eagle?
I chose to be a Golden Eagle because even when I was applying, the emails they sent me seemed very personable. They really wanted me there. They were even letting me know about like scholarship opportunities. They were letting me know about honors programs, so they let me know about honors and stuff like that. It just seemed like they really wanted me to be there, and they really wanted to inform me about all they had to offer. And that is very important to me because I didn't want to go to like a super large school. I wanted to be able to connect with my professors, which I've had the opportunity to do. I didn't want to seem too drowned out by everybody else. I wanted to really get the connections that I could be able to use, and Marquette definitely showed me they wanted me there and that they could do that.
That is fantastic. I know Marquette goes the extra mile to make sure students understand what that Marquette experience is going to be. But what has been your favorite part about being a student at Marquette so far?
My favorite part has been how walkable the campus is. It's super beautiful. I love just walking and going on walks, and I feel like safe in the campus. You can't just like go walking everywhere, you know? So being able to just do that on my campus is really nice. And then also like the different connections I get to make, like even being able to get a Wade scholarship and meeting Dwayne Wade, I was like, whoa, that's super cool.
That is so cool that you had that experience to meet the Dwayne Wade, but also enjoying your experience on campus at Marquette University. Thank you so much, Kennedy, for joining us here today.
Thank you.
And this has been your College Scholarship Month Spotlight with Marquette University right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers dominate the Vikings 24-6 on Sunday, holding J.J. 9 McCarthy to 87 yards and 2 interceptions. Head coach Matt LaFleur after the game.
All three phases contributed to that win. It's never easy going against a division rival, and
a team that has beat us twice in a row at Lambeau, so that felt really good. And
Packers are in Detroit on Thanksgiving. Kickoff is at noon. The Milwaukee Bucks are in crucial need of a win as they look to get one against the Trailblazers tonight. Damian Lillard recently waived from the Milwaukee Bucks, returned to the Blazers this offseason. Tip-off is tonight at 7. Badger football defeated number 21 ranked Illinois on Saturday 27-10 in their final home game of the season. Their final regular season game is up in Minnesota for the Battle of the Axe. Kickoff is Saturday at 2:30. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Just a weird story about the Kessler twins that decided to have a joint death date. This is what they wanted to do. They $96,000 to do this. Question of the day: do you think people got a right to choose when they leave this earth? I don't. I really don't. I believe that, you let it happen natural. But then again, you see a lot of different people believing a lot of different things. So I'm just leaving it up to Truth Nation. Do you believe that, somebody may say, hey, look, I want to be out of here in 2 years. Then they might throw a party. You might get to talk to them, hang out for a second. Then, they go and do the surgery or whatever they do. That's just wild to me to think that, this is what it's coming to. Right when you think you've seen it all. I guess you haven't. I'd never heard of this. I mean, I thought it was just, you should allow your time to, let it be from the natural causes, or, a lot of people don't die naturally, though. You got to realize a car accident, people getting shot, people, losing their life due to murder, what they say is a million ways to die, so I don't know. It's just interesting to see that this is something that people are choosing to do, and that there are states that's allowing this to happen.
It's kind of like people wanting to go to their own funeral, Tory, to see what people say about them and stuff. You do this, you kind of get that, I guess.
I've seen this on Coming to America Part 2, where the king, Jaffe Joffer, was alive at his funeral, then he passed away at his funeral, That's crazy. And now to see this happening in real life with these twins, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on a whole block of things. I never saw this world. I never, usually when I deal with it, it's in a way that we see it all the time. Someone may have got depressed and things like that, and we try to encourage them and things like that if we can, but then it happens. So like I said, I don't know. I'm not for it. I'm not for that type of behavior, but I guess some states say, hey, they agree that if you can pay for it.
What's stranger to you, the cloning of the pets and dogs that we had last week, or this?
This, because they went out and kicked it. They went out, they knew what was going to happen. They hung out, and then boom. That's weirder to me than anything. But, hey, take the poll. We got the poll. If y'all want to take the poll, do people have a right to choose the date that they exit the world? I want to know. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real says, so what if someone was suffering? Would you rather for them to keep suffering or keep them there, denying them choice? And that's a tough question as well, because let's say you're in the hospital and you don't feel well and you be like, I want to go on with my life in the next life. I want to move on into the next life. And a lot of people will keep that person going because of how they feel and ignore the wishes of the person. I've seen it. I've had people say, let me go on. Don't try to keep me here. So I guess you got to write out a will. I guess if you write it in the will or have it prepared, then it won't be up to anybody to make that decision. But I also saw that too. I saw that somebody said, hey, if something happens and they want to keep me here, I don't want to be. I've seen that too. So, hey, how much does the person that's, what they call a legal guardian, the person that has the say in the family that you put on your contract, you can set that up.
Do you have a will?
I got one. I got a will. Yeah, I definitely got one. I think I did that like 5 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, I got one because, like I said, you want to make sure if you're smart, you'll have one. To try to make sure that your wishes are there beyond you being able to speak. What if you can't speak? Young Money says, trust wills skips the state. Not Really a City Girl says, we can choose death just like many other things, but what we can't decide is what waits us and the choices we've made beyond death. Yeah, this is what a lot of people have to come to grips with. I remember it took me a long time to come to grips with dealing with death. Because, you don't want to see the person in your life leave this earth. But as I grew older and the more of my elders that passed, that I had to deal with certain situations and different types of things that I've seen over my years, it lets me know you got it. This is a part of life you got to be prepared for. But a lot of people ain't got life insurance either. You should have some life insurance. I've buried a lot of people that lost their life to senseless violence that didn't have life insurance. And no parent ever thinks that they're going to bury their child. They think that they're going to go first. But I learned that you better have something on everybody. If everybody in the family needs some type of insurance, because you never know, especially in environments where the randomness is at an all-time high, where you don't know what's going on. Once you walk outside, reckless driving, people are acting irresponsibly, you may want to have some insurance just to make sure that if something did happen, that there is provisions. And it took me a long time to understand that, and now I got it as an adult. But when you're a kid and you in high school and you going to college, you're not even thinking about that. And if you have parents that don't have the understanding to pass it down, you don't even think about it. Hey, 833-212-1017. I want to open up the lines. Do you believe that people should have a right to choose when they leave this earth? I'm one of those people that I might try to hold on. Don't leave it up to me. I might try to, and I know you might be in pain, and I know I might be a little selfish. I might keep you here as long as I can. I might try to say, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to keep my loved one here. Even if I have to give up a kidney or something, I'm going to try to ask you, it's something I can do. Can I give something? We just had the tissue and organ person up in here, Annie. We had Ann in here talking about tissue and organ donation. Do they need something from me? That's how I might feel about it. I'm not there all the way yet. I guess I'm not there. The news story did give a reason beyond they were 89. It would be a different story if either were on life support or terminally ill. $69K each died just sounds selfish, to be honest. Yeah. But like I said, I didn't know that it was that deep, that the states, it's legal. Thank God I live in Wisconsin, because I could keep you on life support. I could, I'm gonna try to hold on. I'm gonna try to hold on to you, but I'm gonna move on. If y'all want to, the question of the day: should people choose to leave this earth? I think that some people, and somebody said it was rich people, You got to have some money. I don't know. I don't think poor people trying to leave like that. Or middle class. I mean, if you got something to live for, you know, I don't see this as the case. But 833-212-1017. We got the poll. What are they saying in the poll? What are they saying?
It is 50-50 right now, Tory.
50-50? Wait a minute. 50-50? Wow. I thought it would be no, over astounding no. 833-212-1017. We got Brian on the lines. Brian, how you doing, brother Brian? How you doing, brother Brian?
Hey, how you doing? I would say real quick that before I think people have a right to, kill themselves, yeah. But the flip side of that is if you have life insurance and you opt to do that, don't expect your loved ones to get anything.
Ain't no payout.
They're not going to pay out for voluntary suicide. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So
I know that. Hey, Brian, they zapping you. They zapped you off the lines. They didn't want you to throw that out. Look, let me tell you something. If you got insurance, the suicide don't pay like that. And this is why I try to tell people all the time, we got to start talking about a lot of this because a lot of families will call me and they loved one have been injured, victimized, lost their life. Now we got to get the GoFundMe's up because they ain't got no money for the funeral. And I'm the king of raising money for funerals around here. I think in 16 years, I'm up over like a $1.2 million for funerals. Funerals is not cheap. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get into this story, the Slender Man stabbing, the girl that stabbed in this, one of the girls, Morgan Geyser, she went missing. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all. I made one call and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to get into this Slender Man story because once again, we talked about the Slender Man girls and they were getting out. We knew it was something going on mentally, but we thought that they should have stayed in prison. A lot of people thought that they should have never got out. But this kind of proves everybody right. Morgan Geyser. They said she went missing. She cut the brace off, the monitoring brace, and they caught her in Illinois. We got video. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
We are reaching out to the Dane County District Attorney's Office to comment about what will happen with Geyser next. Attorney Jonathan Lavoie, who is not connected to this case, says she will likely return to a state hospital. Now, police say Morgan Geyser cut off her monitoring bracelet and escaped a group home Saturday night. The Wisconsin Department of Corrections received an alert. Her GPS bracelet was cut, sparking investigators to begin the search. Madison police sending out an alert Sunday morning of Geyser's escape. At the time, Geyser was last seen on near Cronky Drive with another person. In 2017, Geyser admitted she tried to kill Peyton Loiter to please the fictional horror character Slender Man. The attack happened in 2014, where Geyser and her friend took Leutner to a park. Geyser then stabbed Leutner 19 times. Geyser was found not criminally responsible due to mental illness. Back in March, state officials argued Geyser could not be trusted for release after finding out she did not tell her therapist she was reading a book about murder and black market organ sales. Lavoie says Geyser has now broken any sort of trust she may have had with the courts and hospitals.
No, throw her back.
We don't know whether...
Throw her back in there. She shouldn't have never got out. And they spent all that time arguing about trying to get this girl out. And a lot of people was like, nah, this ain't... I guess she was the mastermind. I think she was the one that was the actual mastermind. The other girl was just kind of going along. And I'll say this, regardless, it's murder or attempted murder. That's all I'm saying. Regardless of how ever it went down, they shouldn't have never got out of jail. This is why I matched a story with a lot of stories that go on in the neighborhood, that kids make mistakes, and there's some kids that had incidents in Milwaukee, and they got more time than the Slender Man girls. And I said, hey, I always refer back to this story and how they use the mental health as a way to get them to come out of jail. But I'm going to tell you this. When she went for her little tirade, they found her in Illinois. Who is the person that took her to Illinois? One of her friends. What you say?
42-year-old boyfriend.
42-year-old boyfriend. She got a boyfriend?
Allegedly.
So they went out on an escapade. He went and got it that fresh out of jail type romance.
They were found sleeping on concrete, so it gives you an idea.
I mean, he had nowhere to go.
Book them both.
Yeah, he need to go. He just as crazy as she is. They found him sleeping on the concrete. All right. And y'all wondering if y'all boyfriend gonna take y'all to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know.
Damn.
This right here is just sick.
If he wanted to, he would, right?
He ain't had nowhere. I wonder how they get gas. If you sleeping on the concrete, how did they get to Illinois? He couldn't drive it. What they got on the bus? I'm not familiar. This was a long weekend for me. I'm not familiar with. All I saw was he was missing, and then they got him. That's it. Wow. Crazy story. Crazy story. Sincere Running Ray Real in the chat says she straight played herself. What you do that for? Did he just say she'll be returning back to the hospital? Wow.
He lives in a group home.
So the boyfriend lived in a group home. So they met in the group home. I mean, if they wanted to, you know, have some alone time, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do this. But back to jail. Back to jail. Also, there's a story of a man that was struck by the Milwaukee County Transit bus in Greenfield. They saying that they found the man, on the ground, and they had got him some help, but later found out that he had got hit by the Milwaukee County bus in Greenfield. We got this story. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video. Let's listen.
Everybody who stayed on scene was generally trying to help this individual.
Maureen Fox says Saturday evening it was a team effort to keep a man hit by a Milwaukee City bus alive.
I received a phone call from my daughter that she was out here doing CPR on a gentleman who had just been struck by a vehicle, at which point I came running out here to see if I could assist.
Greenfield police say a 61-year-old man was hit by a city bus traveling east on Forest Home Avenue. Milwaukee County Transit says the incident happened around 6:47 p.m. near 56th and Forest Home. The driver of the bus is a 55-year-old man. MCTS says he is currently on leave, which is standard protocol. He and the passengers on the bus were not injured in the incident. The man hit went to Frederick Hospital and later died. In a statement, MCTS says, "We at Milwaukee County Transit System extend our deepest sympathy to the family and friends who lost their loved one." And neighbors tell me past sunset, this intersection is not very well lit, making it hard to see any pedestrian in the area.
I just feel like everybody was really taking the time to step together and work together to try to help this man and save his life.
Marcella is a nurse and one of the first people to get to the man. She says in just minutes, people worked to keep the man alive as paramedics arrived.
I would hope that anybody in that situation would do the same, whether you have healthcare experience or not.
Timothy McAfee lives just steps away from where the crash happened.
Kind of made me feel a little safer knowing there's people like that around because I live here. And if I'm ever found laying on the sidewalk, I hope somebody knows how to help me out.
In Greenfield, Andrew.
All right, so did they ever say how he got hit?
They said that bus, I guess, couldn't see him when he was crossing the road as like a pedestrian.
Right.
But I didn't see a crosswalk there.
So you saying he just kind of was crossing in the middle of the street?
I think the guy might have just been crossing the middle of the street.
Okay, so the bus didn't see it?
No, because he was coming over the hill with the sun in the eyes.
Okay. Here we go. I don't know.
Look both ways, right?
That's why I say just you got to look, keep your head on a swivel and look both ways before you cross the streets. But this is just one of those stories where you hear about people getting hit by the bus, but man, even in the chat, somebody said that they loved one got hit by a bus. Young Money says, my uncle Robert Clemens was killed and struck by a MCTS bus on Christmas last year. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, You would think with all the big lights that the bus got, that big old windshield, and I'm just saying. Here we go. Look, we going to run the break. And when we come back, I got a story that I need to talk to you about. This is something that was very interesting about women in salons. Women in salons, women's trying to lead a salon without paying, and something bad took place. I want to talk about that when we get back. Make sure you pay your beautician. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
On Tuesday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to take on the Dominican University Stars.
Jovanovic free throw line. Backs down DeVries with a left-hand dribble. Feeds, fires, and scores. Hubbard as well on the floor. Aguilar in. Bulldogs scoops and scores. 2 tough ones for Amar Aguilar.
Scott Warris has the coverage Tuesday starting at 5:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock. 101.7 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky businesses will win an opportunity for a monthly spotlight interview. Yes, you will win 3 interviews on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. To sign up for your business's chance to be highlighted on The Truth for 3 months, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC. Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 101.7 The Truth.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Milwaukee Public Schools wants to improve literacy rates this year, but plans to improve reading have been hard for students and teachers. MPS Board of Directors like Christopher Fawn says the current literacy plan isn't working for students.
Students are having to engage the same piece of literature 2-3 times.
MPS Academic Superintendent of Literacy, Dr. Gabriela Bell Jimenez, says adjustments are being made with the district's Science of Reading program.
I recognize that it is tiresome for kiddos to be able to do that, and because of that, we're really excited to have access to version 3 so we don't have to engage in those types of practices.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is taking action against Northwestern Mutual. The case centers on a 2020 promotion that the employee, Mark McNulty, says he was denied because the company prioritized diversity efforts. Milwaukee Business Journal reporter Rich Kirchen.
Northwestern Mutual has been one of the large
employers in the Milwaukee area that has had a pretty strong commitment to DEI. He had applied for a promotion and felt that he was passed over because of the fact that he was a white male, and the company was emphasizing promoting and hiring racial minorities.
Northwestern Mutual denies its DEI programs are discriminatory. The search is over for missing Slenderman attacker Morgan Geyser. Madison police say Geyser was arrested in Illinois. She went missing Saturday night after cutting off her GPS monitoring bracelet and walking away from her group home with an adult acquaintance. Her attorney, Anthony Cotton.
We don't know any of the facts about what happened or who might have assisted her.
Geyser was placed in the group home just a few months ago after being granted conditional release from Winnebago Mental Health Institute. She and Anissa Wire nearly stabbed their classmate Peyton Leutner to death to appease the fictional character Slenderman in 2014. Police in Posen, Illinois confirmed that Geyser was found at a truck stop with a 42-year-old man. The man was charged with criminal trespassing and obstructing identification. He has since been released from custody. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I went ahead back to Alabama. It seemed like we always got to take a trip down to Alabama because a salon staff arrested after holding a customer hostage over fee disagreement, a dispute. Now, you know how you go get your hair done. And it's all, you looking all lovely and you about to walk out the door. But you better have them funds because these women was not playing with this lady. If y'all watch, I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to go as we broadcast live to see this story because, the beautician was definitely pulling this woman's hair, holding this woman by her braids, by the hair, by the new hairstyle, saying that you got to pay that money. You got to give me all the money. And the woman kept saying, I paid. Like, I guess it was a dispute over the price of the hairstyle. And I know some of y'all trying to get beautiful for Thanksgiving. I know y'all trying to, looking like she's your queen. But you got to be careful because these beauticians is not playing around. They willing to go to jail. They done arrested these women at the salon for holding this woman hostage. We got video as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Yeah, record us.
Let my hair go.
I'm not leaving.
Let it go.
I'm not leaving. You gotta pay for it.
I got the message. I done paid you exactly what you asked for. Let my hair go.
I don't care.
Let my hair go.
I don't care. Give me my phone. I'm gonna do a live. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Let my hair go.
I'll do the same thing.
She's
I'm not
here.
leaving.
She don't want you to.
She don't want to pay.
She don't want you to pay, sir.
Man,
show the money. Show what I paid.
You pay, but we're gonna fix it. You not leaving.
Show what I paid.
I'm not showing nothing. You didn't pay enough. This is the money, but you're not leaving.
Oh, wow. Man, you sound crazy.
Yeah, come in.
Bro, let my hair go.
We cannot leave you because
I'm finna sue you, bro. I'm finna sue you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you too.
I said
oh,
sue.
Wow.
Okay.
Now let me go.
We're gonna sue you too.
Now you wanna threaten me?
Yeah, because you hit me first.
Man, let me go. No, I did, bro. Let me go.
You're not leaving. We're gonna fix it.
Nah, you ain't doing
Why
nothing.
they pulling on
let
her
me
hair
go.
like that?
We're gonna fix this.
Bro, let me go.
You're not leaving. Ferme la porte. La porte est fermée. Oh, look at this. She pays $250. You can pay $250.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And Andrew, what was the charges on? What they get charged with? I know they got charged with holding somebody hostage. They finna get some years for this. You can't do that. You can't hold nobody hostage. Josh in the chat says, this economy got people ready to crash out about their coins. This is, to me, when I seen this video, it was just like, why is, I mean, you would think, okay, they got the camera going, you holding somebody hostage, they saying they paid you some money. I don't know what the dispute, I mean, it's over what, a difference of what, $50, Andrew?
Yeah, $250 haircut. She paid him $200.
Okay, so it was a $250 braid job. She paid $200, and so now they about to go to jail. These people that's working in salon is arrested. What did they say got charged with?
First-degree kidnapping, third-degree assault, $500 bond.
Oh wow! First-degree kidnapping, $500 bond, assault. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
I think it was kind of ghetto for the people to hold her hostage. I think what the woman should have did, if they had an agreement, the woman should have paid the $200 as she should. And if they didn't leave, the woman should have maced her and beat her ass.
Oh, wow.
That's what I think. And maybe her son or her daughter came up there and whooped her ass. Okay, see, they taking this stuff too far, you know. And see, this is why you always got to make sure you have an agreement. If that black woman gave her the money and she still wanted you her for some more money, that woman should have maced her and beat her ass all through the salon. And I said it. I mean, everybody else always trying to beat on us even when we do right. So, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Beat her ass.
Hey, and then when they look at the mug shots, they look like they needed their hair done. Like I mean, all I'm saying is just, it's crazy. Like, over a hairstyle, you threw your whole life away. You want to beat on somebody, was allegedly for like a $50 difference. And I'm not saying don't get your coins, but what I'm saying is you ended up losing more money over an incident where you pulling somebody's hair over the hairstyle. And that braid stuff is serious. Them hairstyles are serious. A lot of I heard somebody was trying to walk out one of the stores in Milwaukee without paying. I really don't know exactly all the details, but I'm just saying it's serious. If you want to chime into the conversation, 833-212-1017. If you ever had an incident where you was at the beauty store at getting your hair done and the money didn't come out right, what happened? I want to know, is this going on? Is this a one-off? Or what y'all doing up in these beauty shops? 833-212-1017. Also, I want to get back to the man that was found at the Brookfield golf course. The family want answers. I talked to the family. They just want transparency. Matter of fact, when I get off the show, I'll be talking to one of the relatives this evening about what happened in Brookfield. Now, a lot of people, they just want, if you got evidence that this man have committed suicide, that's all they want to do. Don't even show them. Show the family, because the family on the news saying they want transparency. Show the family and let the family come out like they did and kind of dispel what people think, which maybe could be some foul play. Let the family dispel it. But we got some video on this. Family saying that they want more transparency about what happened with their loved one. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video on that. Let's listen.
Last week, early Thursday morning,
callers thought they saw someone deceased. They're advising it's on the golf course.
A death investigation unfolding on the Brookfield Hills golf course. Police blocking off surrounding roads for hours.
When I called and they told me what happened, I just was in a state of disbelief.
Sheena Medley speaking with 12 News from Hawaii on Zoom. Her brother, Tory, the man found dead on the golf course. Brookfield police saying he was found with a strap around his neck, the other end attached to a tree branch.
Does he have any connection to that golf course that you know about?
No, not that we know of. He was living in Milwaukee.
Okay.
He was living down off of St. Paul. So he didn't have a vehicle. And so the question is, how did he get out there? When did he get out there? Why did he go out there?
Police saying that day they believed the death to be a suicide. More than a week later, with a completed autopsy, Brookfield police say that's still the case. Their investigation remaining open.
If it was suicide, we'll accept that. But if it was something else, we'll accept that too. We just need to know that all I's have been dotted, T's have been crossed, and it's been fully reviewed and investigated, which is only fair.
Sheena asking anyone with information or possible surveillance video to come forward.
And I just wanted people to know that he had a name.
Yeah.
He was a really good person, a good man, and he had a family that loved him incredibly.
Hey, look, I talked to Sheena over the weekend. I talked to Sheena, and we had a detailed conversation. And this evening, I'll be talking to Sheena about just what area do you think that the investigation need to improve in? Because you would think that if they ruled it a suicide, and you know you ain't over in Brookfield, and there ain't no cameras. It's cameras all over the place. Especially if you're a brother, they might zoom in on you just to make sure that, it might focus in on you if you're a brother walking around Brookfield. So what I'm saying is, he on the golf course, where the cameras at? That's all. If you got evidence of this, fine. Show the family. Say no more. Release the video, at least to the family. And then people get to move on. It's the holidays, and you got a story around here floating that a black man then died on the golf course, and it's a lynch, it's a hanging. No, you got to put the kibosh to that and show video footage to the family and let them come out and say, okay, this was a suicide. They say they're willing to accept it either way. Ain't no way they need to be crying on the news about something this serious, and the medical examiner said it was a suicide. They probably got some cameras, and they saying, okay, it is what it is, but let the family see it. And let's keep it moving. That's why people got their eyebrows up. Hey, look, when we come back, we got more conversation. A Ring camera catches youth torching a car in a Milwaukee neighborhood from the Ring doorbell camera, burning the car up. We're going to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 101.7thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl DT from The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. Now listen, at a critical time, through the Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, Old National Bank provided the resources I needed to sustain my business. Now the process had its challenges, but I was supported, and it was also an invaluable learning experience for future ventures. I am so grateful for the support that helped my business thrive. Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to approval.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
Your big night deserves more than just music. Prom, homecoming, graduation, weddings, corporate gatherings. Every occasion deserves a soundtrack that elevates the moment. I'm Kyrie, DJ Ree Maniac Brooks, community leader and your dedicated DJ. From the very first consultation to the last track, I'll make sure every detail aligns with your vision. For more information about how you can make your event unforgettable, visit www.djreemaniac.com. That's www.djreemaniac.com. Make your event an experience with DJ Ree Maniac.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. The Panthers basketball is back at home as they look to take on the Dominican University Stars tomorrow at UWM Panthers Arena. Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 5:30 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. There's a lot going on, but I just got a text from somebody that said that they were a family member of the young man that was found hanging at the Brookfield golf course. Once again, you know, this is what I say when we want transparency. Why leave the community stressed out over the holidays? Thanksgiving is coming up. Why not just say, hey, look, this is the video we got. It was nobody around. It was kind of like a solo incident. This is why we ruled it a suicide. Easy. No. You talking about black man hanging in Brookfield, and you ain't putting out no evidence to the family, at least to the family, and the family asking questions. That's stressing out the community to me. Don't stress the community out if y'all got clear evidence, okay? Let's not do that. This holiday seasons. Also, we got a situation where a Ring camera catches youth torturing a car in Milwaukee neighborhood. This is where I say that these bad little kids out here, y'all got to get y'all kids under control now. We trying to do our best to make sure they got the resources, but y'all got to do y'all job too. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video. Let's listen. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, the kids. Wow. This is crazy that they got these kids out here burning up cars. Wow. Crazy footage right there. Oh, that's good, Andrew. Oh, the car blew up. Wow. Who told them to do it? It looked like somebody was instructing them to do this. Maybe the mom had a bad breakup and they was like, go get him. I don't know. Maybe the daddy didn't, come get him over the weekend. I don't know. What's the story behind it?
So the video is from 1 a.m. in Milwaukee, Tory, and the woman who posted her ring video said, "Thank God they didn't get my Benz." So allegedly,
you think it's the other woman or some? They knew that they was familiar with this lady or what?
I don't know. This lady's talking to the police.
It looked like it's something targeted. It looked like it was a targeted attack because it looked like somebody was telling them what to do.
It's crazy.
It may be more to this story. This might be more to this story. Ain't no kids out late at night with no bricks and no firebomb material. Some adult is behind this.
You think so?
Yeah. That was targeted. Nobody, this looked like something that was, it could be a little extra hot sauce on this one. We got to wait because ain't no way. Show the video again for those that's tuning in. When you first see the video, it looked like somebody telling them to do what to do. Now, this is just my opinion from what I'm seeing. This might got a little extra hot sauce on it. Josh says, kids can't read and write low-key illiterate, but they can do everything else under the sun. Look at this. Look, they threw like somebody was coaching them or something. Wow. Now, this looked like some drama. Because they had the hoodies on and everything. And they knew it was a Ring doorbell camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kids, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, this some extra. Wow, yeah. They targeted that vehicle. Somebody told them to go get that lady. I wonder who the mastermind behind this. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Hey, I'm gonna hold out and see if we can get more information on that. But yeah, them kids, they ain't supposed to be out there doing that. But it seemed personal. And ain't no telling what situation going on nowadays. It's 2025. Ain't no telling. But if you got a little army, if you got a woman with like 7 kids, and then maybe, hey, I don't know. This my thoughts.
Tiny soldiers.
Hey, why go to jail when those kids only gonna get juvie if they get caught? You know how some people wake up after the club and they got their door scratched and the window busted, and in the bat hit to the window. This looked like something on that level, but they just used the kids to do it.
But I feel like firebombing a car is like way.
Who taught the kids how to firebomb? This ain't no third world country. I'm not saying that these kids don't know how to do it, but there's somebody adult involved in this one. In this video, I would bet that it was somebody behind this. I would bet it was somebody behind this. Also, remember we was talking about Carmen Schools. Remember we had the story about Carmen Schools and how they were trying to renew the contract for 3 years. Well, Carmen Schools, they say only got 1 year. The Northwest Charter School will need a new home. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video on this. Let's listen.
Carmen Northwest has been at this site since 2013. Now it's 550 students are going to need to find a new home. They'll have 20 months to leave. Carmen Northwest is a charter school. It's public school funded by taxpayers and approved by MPS's board. But it operates independent of the district. MPS's Superintendent Brenda Caselius originally recommended the board renew this charter school for 3 years. But last night, she said they didn't have the votes to approve that. Instead, the MPS school board renewed the Carmen Northwest charter for 1 more school year. That is 2026 through 2027. The district's also taking the building back in 2027, not selling, not leasing to Carmen.
It is our intent to retain the Northwest facility as part of our long-range facility planning as space for other educational use that the board may see fit.
What do you need our building for?
Shouldn't a quality school be the anchor of the community, as opposed to vacating it with pie-in-the-sky ideas of what might be for that building, especially when you have dozens of other vacant buildings?
Hey, we tried to get the word out there. They renewed it for a year, which what they said 20 months, so another school year, which kind of gives them time to see if they can have other opportunities. But they're saying that they want to take the building back, so they are going to vacate the school. Well, thank you to everybody that went out and had their voices heard when it come to Carmen. And once again, we are seeing closure of a school that a lot of the kids that went to that school, they loved that school. They said a lot of kids were crying at the meeting because they wanted the school to be open for another 3 years. But here we go, closure of a school. I wonder what the plan is with the superintendent. I would love to see what her ideal is. She said that she wanted it to be open for 3 years, didn't get the votes. They took it to a vote. That could have been WWE too. That could have been, hey, good cop, bad cop. I don't know. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Hey Truth Nation, it's Rhea Riley and I'm here with Ashley Lucas from Associated Bank, and this is Making Your Money Work. In the simplest way, can you describe what is capital?
So we consider capital access to cash. So think of it as like liquidity. So how much do you have available if you needed to purchase a piece of equipment or hire new employees? Do you have funds available to you if you do have plans for an expansion or unexpected purchases?
Why is having access to capital important for a business owner?
Well, unexpected things happen all the time, right? We just had floods in Wisconsin. Think about unexpected things that happen with that. If you want to grow and you have to hire new colleagues or employees before the busy season, think of a retail store for inventory. Before the holidays, they need to bulk up on inventory before they sell it. So it's important that they have access to capital to be able to expand their business.
What different types of capital are there?
There's typically two different types of capital that isn't a deposit account. Two specific products are a business credit card and a business line of credit. So a business line of credit is typically secured and the interest rate is going to be prime plus a fixed margin. The really cool thing about a business line of credit is you can usually withdraw cash from it and the interest rate is going to be exactly the same. So think about a line of credit for larger purchases or larger cash flow gaps. A business credit card is usually used more in the short term for something specific. Maybe you're purchasing ingredients for your restaurant. Maybe it's for mileage if you're a truck driver. And typically people have a business credit card to also use the rewards.
How can I get in touch with someone at Associated Bank?
You're more than welcome to come into any one of our branches, and our subject matter experts, our branch managers, would be able to assist with either of those products. Or you can call our virtual relationship management hotline, available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1-800-270-7725.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been Making Your Money Work, brought to you by Associated Bank.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com.
Earn Your Leisure is a financial literacy platform that wants more people from more backgrounds to learn how to invest. They host events throughout the year, including their annual Invest Fest. Speaking to Bloomberg, Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal says one space he's trying to get more people interested in is investing in Africa.
The continent has immense resources. Obviously, everybody knows that. The youngest population. So I think that there's a lot of enthusiasm right now about Africa. There's a lot of success stories that's happening in Africa right now. So I think that that's something that our audience has been very enthusiastic about.
Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal. Bloomberg recently hosted the Africa Business Summit in Johannesburg to discuss some of the top issues and opportunities in the continent. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers dominate the Vikings 24-6 on Sunday, holding J.J. 9 McCarthy to 87 yards and 2 interceptions. Head coach Matt LaFleur after the game.
All three phases contributed to that win. It's never easy going against a division rival and a team that has beat us twice in a row at Lambeau, so that felt really good. And
Packers are in Detroit on Thanksgiving. Kickoff is at noon. The Milwaukee Bucks are in crucial need of a win as they look to get one against the Trailblazers tonight. Damian Lillard, recently waived from the Milwaukee Bucks, returned to the Blazers this offseason. Tip-off is tonight at 7. Badger football defeated number 21 ranked Illinois on Saturday 27-10 in their final home game of the season. Their final regular season game is up in Minnesota for the Battle of the Axe. Kickoff is Saturday at 2:30. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Thank you to Associated Bank, a proud founder and partner of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Together, we're committed to uplifting our community by supporting local organizations and Black-owned businesses. Join us Saturday, November 29th for the Truth content as we spotlight incredible Black entrepreneurs and share their inspiring journeys. Celebrate Small Business Saturday with us, and remember, whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Joining me as we broadcast live on the V-Mix, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute, King. Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. Baby shower, grandbaby coming.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Grandson
coming. Powerful event with the family. I see all the pictures posted
Amazing
online
event.
looking powerful.
Yes. Hey, salute. It was a beautiful time. A time was had yesterday, and it's nothing like, getting together with family and friends, the people who you care about most, who've been consistent in showing up. Again, me and my daughter's village is strong, and it's getting stronger. So salute to you for showing up and showing out as always. Thank you for being the cameraman. Great shots, and I appreciate that part. You know what I'm saying? You did a great job.
Well, I want to talk about this Slender Man situation. Morgan Geyser was found in Illinois. Now, we didn't talk about the Slender Man story since the Tory Lowe Show started, and now she finally got out. And I guess she was on the run with a boyfriend.
Yep.
Bonnie and Clyde.
And bro, hey, look, I think when we first aired it, we stated that we didn't think, they were ready. Because again, when you look at the details of that case, and they made sure that, they put her in she had mental issues, which again, we know people who really have mental health issues, but they wind up getting football numbers. So for her to be released, and we knew better. However, this just go to show, The second chances that individuals are given, it proves that she wasn't ready, and we stated that prior to. However, here we go.
The circus. And they said
Barnum and Bailey.
they found them sleeping on the concrete.
In the back of a truck stop or something, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm saying.
And I mean, again, another example of the only thing being consistent is making the wrong decisions. And the sad reality of that is, the leniency that she received for the heinous behavior that got her locked up in the first place. That was
I believe the
unreal.
boyfriend need to go to jail too, because he didn't assist her. He out there running around with her. I mean, he couldn't even take
Aid in the bed.
I mean, people be having conversations about if I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory and this and that. Her boyfriend got her out there running wild. She didn't cut the bracelet, went out there. Now she don't go back to the institution again. And I think he need to be locked up too.
He should be charged. That is aiding and abetting. And we know, again, especially in our community, if they come to your house and you knew they was there, you're automatically getting charged, especially if they was wanted for something. So there definitely should be charges put on him. Absolutely.
Also, we got another situation. A family of men found in Brookfield hanging from the golf course, around the golf course. They need answers. When families usually have to go to the news, many times that means that they're being ignored, or they're not. There's no transparency with the detectives and things like that. So I know when I see families having to reach out to the community, or even call me, give me a call about what's going on, it's because they're not feeling that the law enforcement is being transparent enough to let or help them understand what actually took place.
Again, we know that they're not forthcoming. Again, if the police are, if they're truly doing their job, how many cases have we worked on where the parents or loved ones was getting little to no information, little to no contact? They wasn't getting any, they had more questions than answers. When you lose someone, the individuals who, again, it shouldn't be hard to get transparency. Okay, that's what we pay them for. The goal is to make sure that a family don't have any questions that's up in the air. If you have information, again, we're talking about Brookfield, there should be camera footage. Again, the family should have been let in on anything that took place, how that individual got there, wherever it took place at. I'm quite sure it's cameras. Give them the information that they need where they don't have to go outside of what it is you're saying. But again, we're in a time and a place where nobody can be trusted. You have to question the logic behind that. And especially when you, again, as the family, have more questions than answers. What is the job of the police?
Hey, well, I'll be talking to the family once I end the show today. And once again, this is where I say you can end all of the stress on the community over the situation by being just transparent to the family. Just let them see what you have, that you made that decision, and then let it be. At the end of the day, when you try to, the family know when you're not being transparent, when they got questions, they know when they being ignored, and it just adds to the stress. Now here we go. And ain't no telling, how stressed it's going to get over the Thanksgiving season.
Absolutely.
This may be on the news several times. People talking about a hanging at a golf course. And if you got evidence that it was just a suicide, calm the community down, calm the nerves down, and let's keep it moving.
Let us see. The sad part is that these are people that taxpayers are paying. Okay, and it's not like we shouldn't have to ask for transparency. It's in 2025. Okay. Again, if you don't want the backlash that comes with it, show the family what they need to know so they can move on. They already have again, with this hanging over their head, there is no finding or moving on, so to speak. Again, the holidays is tough. Just losing a loved one in totality, but to have to turn around, not only be able to mourn your loved one righteously, if you have more questions than answers about how they left this world, give them what they need to move on. So they can mourn their loved one and start to, make the arrangements that they need to make and move on with their life. Show them the videotapes, show them the footage. It's a golf course, for heaven's sake. If y'all ain't got nothing to hide, what's the holdup?
Hey. Also, question of the day, do people got a right to end their lives? The Kessler twins, they were twins that decided to have an assisted suicide. Now, certain states have allowed this to happen. They're saying it's legal in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 states. So I guess they planned it and they planned a death date. But we live in the state of Wisconsin where that's not the case.
Right. So, I mean, for me, if we're in a time where they say my body, my choice. If you can go and choose to, you should have the right to say when you want to be here or when you want, especially if you're suffering. Because again, there's a lot of family members who will hold you here knowing you suffering because they don't want to let go for whatever selfish reasons. They refuse to allow you to leave this place when it's rightfully your time. Again, I think everybody should have that right. If they're in a position of constant pain, constant struggle, nobody should have to live like that. So I think they should be able to have that.
We got the poll, and it's looking like, because the question is, do you have a right to choose to die? And 54% say yes, 46% says no.
I think so. I'm with the yes. Absolutely. You should have a choice, especially if you're suffering. Because again, I know my family gonna try to keep me here as long as possible. And I don't want that. I know my dad had a do not resuscitate. And he knew my mother wouldn't let him go if he just automatically flatlined. So he put that in place. Again, they should have the right to do that.
Lauren says, I'm going to wheel myself off the Grand Canyon. What? When the time comes. Here we go. We got to go to break. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's a big week for Milwaukee College Prep. MCP is a high-performing nonprofit charter network serving more than 2,000 black and brown scholars from K-3 through 8th grade right here in Milwaukee. And the results speak for themselves. MCP scholars are outpacing MPS average in math, ELA growth, attendance, and closing achievement gaps. This Giving Tuesday, keep the momentum going by doing your part by donating to MCP at mkeprep.com/givingtuesday 2025. That's mkeprep.com/giving Tuesday 2025.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, The defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the afternoon with Dr. Ken. We will be speaking with Lynn Ketterhagen from Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan. They will discuss the exciting offerings that the resort is doing for the holiday season, including their Thanksgiving buffet, breakfast with Santa, and New Year's celebration. Again, that's the Business Spotlight this Thursday with Lake Lawn at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation.
Absolutely.
Before I
and
get
a
your
needed
final
one.
thoughts, before I get your final thoughts, there was some footage of some women at the salon that was actually charged with assault and holding a woman, one of their customers, hostage over a fee dispute by the hair, holding her by the hair.
Wow. It's a sad day. I mean, on both sides. Again, nobody should be getting the service and then not wanting to pay or running out on individuals because, again, that's how they make a living. People time is money. So at the end of the day, it's like for these women to have felt like, because I mean, personally for me, I ain't even gonna engage. And that's one thing we have to do right now, and especially with what's taking place now. A lot of people are doing things that they ain't got no business, and they want you to engage, but you really have to think ahead. Is it really worth it? It's really not worth it to get charged over whatever amount of money that was. You just let people go and, you're going to get your blessings on the back end. However, these individuals who are doing this low vibrational, uncalled for, especially in the place that we are now, everybody is struggling. Like people got to feed their family. But at the same time, again, as a business owner, you have to make sure that you're prepared to deal with the mental illness that's taking place right now. But you should never hold nobody against their will or none of that. You have to really
Especially
think
by the hair.
ahead. You have to think ahead to get ahead. You leading on your emotion and stuff like that. Again, the question is, was it worth it?
Hey, them fines, that jail time,
Come on.
it's not. It was definitely,
Come on.
it wasn't
It
even
ain't
adding
worth
up. I think it was like
Come
over
on.
$50 difference or something like that. But the
See,
fine,
you
just
know-
to be out is $500. Then the charge, then all of that, then it's 3 of them. So times that time
Definitely.
3. So no, it wasn't. It ain't even adding up.
It ain't worth it at all, and it could have been even worse had a person been concealing carry, because at that point she was being held prisoner. Like, you held her against her will. Is she dead wrong? Absolutely, she was dead wrong. However, it's never worth you going to jail, because again, like you stated, over $50. Look how much y'all in the hole, on top of it's what's on your record.
Wow. May
Epic
not even
fail.
had a shop. And I think one of them maybe I seen somewhere, or that they may be even getting deported. One of the girls that was working there, yeah. Here we go. Well, let me get your
It don't pay.
Let me get your final thoughts
I
on the show
mean,
today.
how was always the conversation that we truly need to have again about life and death, a person's ability to choose if they're suffering, because again, these are thought processes that we need to have right now. You need to be proactive, so when the situation do, because you never know what's going to take place. You never know, you could be that person who fighting a terminal illness. These are conversations you need to have with your family, even if they're scared about that. I try to make it my business to have the conversation with my daughter, and I've been having it with her since she's been adult. Therefore, when things do take place, she's not struggling with certain things, that she understands that everybody is given a certain period of time. None of us is going to be here forever. You want to make sure that your loved ones know your wishes, but at the same time, what we talk about every day, you can't just talk about it. You have to put it in writing. You have to be about that action. So that's another decision that they don't have to make, because everybody not built on making that decision to allow you to leave this place. It's in us as human beings to want to keep you here as long as possible, no matter how that look, whether you breathing, whether you're not walking. I mean, Tory, I'm seeing dogs who blind, can't walk, and they owners got them a little wheelchair so they can roll around. We don't know how to let go. And so when you who know your family better than you, not only talk to them about it so they're able to understand your point or your process of how you want it done, but put it in writing, because you know that they're not gonna have the will or even the power in themselves to allow you to lead this place. So right now, we're talking about it right now. Put that action in play. Put it in writing. Get you a will. Get you a trust. Because I'm definitely looking into it. Because again, I can say whatever I want. When my daughter, when that time comes, I don't want to leave that on her. Because I don't want to have her living with some type of guilt or whatever. Because you never know what people dealing with. I want to make it as simple as possible. I want to have it in writing, and therefore whatever's taking place, she can deal with it after the fact, but do not resuscitate, cremate me, and take a vacation.
Also,
Period.
you know how you love to heal folks with your herbs, but
absolutely,
sometimes chicken noodle soup was the go-to, and they saying that Campbell Soup VP mocks poor people who buy the food in a secret recording, and he went on to say that the Campbell Soup comes from, the chicken part comes from a 3D printer, and it's horrible for you.
Well, I don't doubt that. I'm glad that the ex-employee recorded it so they can tell the truth. Again, I'm making my chicken noodle soup from scratch. Campbell's is the highest chicken noodle soup you can buy. Okay, you're paying for that label, and him telling the truth. Again, this is the season where you will not be lied to. Now that you know, while you buying quote unquote name brand, it's trash.
Oh wow!
Learn how to make your own soup.
A lot of y'all got a can of that in the crib right now, ready to
And
give it to the
you
kids
paid
when they walk in
more
from school.
You paid more for the garbage.
Here
So,
we go.
Hey, every day
It's
you
like,
learn something
for
new.
$3.
Hey,
here we
just
go.
for the label. Now you know. But when you know better, you do
we
better.
gotta go get some Liz chicken noodle soup. And being
Absolutely.
that's a need. That's a need for some real chicken noodle soup to be made.
Absolutely. And it's going to have some herbs and spices. Like, absolutely. Powerful show, though, King.
Well, like I said, I had the sniffles. I want to get me a little chicken soup. I was going to crumble up some crackers in some soup. Wow.
Well, not Campbell's.
Wow. 3D printing. I was wondering what that chicken, when I was tasting that chicken, why I was so chewy.
That part. Now you know.
Like I could blow some bubbles with it or something. I don't know. Maybe we gonna figure it out. Well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual.
Salute,
we got
King.
a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat today. Salute to everybody in the chat. What the poll say? Where do we end on the poll, Andrew?
53% say yes, Tory.
That people do have a right to choose to die. 53%. All right, look, Truth Nation. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank everybody for calling in. Look, whatever you choose to do, make sure you get it in writing. Make sure that when your wishes are able to be executed well beyond when you leave this earth. Hey, look, keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.